Making national news tonight. New information today about the deadly attack at a military base last December in Pensacola, Florida. The FBI found a link between the gunman and an al-Qaeda operative. The shooting happened at the Pensacola Naval Air Station. After finally being able to get into the shooter, Mohammed al-Shamrani's phone, the FBI discovered contact between al-Shamrani and the terror group, the QAEDA.
The new evidence shows that al-Shamrani had radicalized not after training here in the United States, but at least as far back as 2015, and that he had been connecting and associating with a number of dangerous AQAP operatives ever since.
Pentagon officials are working with the FBI on the investigation as they review new on-base security procedures. The Democratic-led House of Representatives is looking for new evidence of impeachable offenses involving President Trump. They made the argument to the Supreme Court asking for the release of secret grand jury materials from special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. The House General Counsel said in a filing that the impeachment investigation into Trump's possible obstruction of justice is not over. But the Justice Department is asking the Supreme Court to block the release, arguing it would cause irreparable harm to the department. The Department of Homeland Security is getting ready to advise the telecom industry about actions that can be taken to prevent 5G cell towers from attacks. This comes after multiple incidents in Western Europe that were ignited by fake claims that the technology spread a pathogen causing the coronavirus. There have been some attacks on towers in the U.S., according to an industry official. YouTube says it will take down all videos that bring up a connection between the towers and the virus. Early results from a coronavirus vaccine trial in the United States show encouraging results. Participants who received a vaccine by Moderna have developed antibodies against the virus. Moderna is partnering with the National Institutes of Health. This early data comes from a phase 1 clinical trial, which typically studies a small number of people and focus on whether a vaccine is safe. The information has not been peer-reviewed yet, nor has it been published in a medical journal. Moving to consumer news tonight, more Uber employees are going to lose their jobs. The ride-hailing giant said it's cutting another 3,000 employees. Staffers got the news today in an email. These latest cuts come just 2 weeks after the company announced plans to cut 3,700 full-time jobs. Uber says it's closing or consolidating around 45 offices all over the world. All of this comes from reduced demand for rides, with many people staying home during the pandemic. Shopping at an Apple store will now look much different. The company began reopening more locations with a new focus on safety. Apple says it will now require temperature checks at the door and face coverings. The company is also limiting the number of people inside. Apple has more than 500 stores around the world. Still ahead, you've heard of man's best friend, but what about student body's best friend? Find out how one university is showing its appreciation to a furry friend right after this break.